Have you ever felt the cold, heavy weight of a door being slammed in your face? Have you ever stood in the silence that follows a no, feeling the sting of being unwanted, unchosen, or simply ignored? Most people experience this as a wound, a bruise to the ego that leaves them paralyzed by self-doubt. But what if that closed door wasn't an end, but a redirection? What if the very person who rejected you was inadvertently handing you the keys to your own liberation? Today, we explore the alchemy of the soul. We are diving deep into the art of reversing rejection, a skill mastered by the ancient giants of thought like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. Welcome to Stoicism in Practice. Here, we don't just study philosophy, we weaponize it for the modern world. We are about to dismantle the narrative of failure and replace it with a blueprint for triumph. Rejection is not a reflection of your value. It is a test of your sovereignty. Before we reveal these 13 transformative laws, take a moment to fortify your commitment to growth. If you are ready to stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the architect of your fate, hit the like button and subscribe to Stoicism in Practice. Your engagement helps this wisdom reach those who are currently suffering in silence. Let us begin. Lesson 1. The power of mirrored indifference. When someone hands you the cold shoulder, the natural human instinct is to lean in, to ask why, or to try and melt their ice with your warmth. Stoicism demands the opposite. You must rise above the impulse to shrink. Ignoring those who ignore you is not a petty game of tit for tat. It is a profound affirmation of your internal worth. Consider the economy of your attention. Your focus is the most valuable currency you possess. Why would you spend it on someone who has declared your presence bankrupt? By choosing not to engage, you are essentially stating, my peace is not contingent on your acknowledgement. You aren't being cruel. You are being disciplined. Redirect that wasted energy into your own empire. Read the books you've been ignoring, master the craft you've been neglecting, and build a fortress of self-respect that no amount of outside indifference can penetrate. When you stop looking for their validation, you finally start finding your own. Lesson 2. Master the gap, the non-emotional response. Rejection is a spark. Whether that spark turns into a forest fire that consumes your dignity or simply flickers out depends entirely on your internal oxygen. The Stoic path is the path of the composed response. We must understand that between the stimulus, the rejection, and your response, there is a space. In that space lies your freedom. Do not lash out. Do not send that impulsive text at 2 a.m. Do not beg for an explanation. When you react emotionally, you give the person who rejected you total power over your state of mind. You become a puppet dancing to the tune of their no. Instead, practice the art of the shrug. Acknowledge the feeling of disappointment, observe it like a passing cloud, and then let it go. Your value is a mountain. The opinions of others are merely weather. Mountains do not move because of a storm. Lesson 3. Evict them from your mind. The greatest tragedy of rejection isn't the event itself, but the way we allow it to live rent-free in our heads for weeks, months, or even years. We replay the conversation. We analyze the tone of voice. We obsess over what we could have done differently. This is mental slavery. Stoicism teaches us the art of detachment. View the rejection not as a roadblock, but as a detour sign placed there by the universe. If a path is blocked, It simply means there is a more efficient route to your destination. Channel your focus into the present moment, engage in the physical world, sweat in the gym, lose yourself in your work, or connect with friends who see your light. Every second you spend wondering why they didn't want you is a second you are stealing from the person who does want you, your future self. Pause for reflection. If you are finding strength in these words, comment below with the phrase, "I am in control of my mind." Let this be your digital anchor for today's journey. Lesson 4. Reclaim your value through action. Words are cheap. Explanations are often lies. The only true response to being overlooked is to become impossible to ignore. Rather than crumbling under the weight of a no, use it as the foundation for your next yes. If you were rejected for a promotion, become the most skilled person in the room. If you were rejected in a relationship, become the most grounded and self-actualized version of yourself. This isn't about getting back at them. It's about realizing that rejection is often the universe's way of saying your current level was insufficient for your next destination. Use the sting as fuel. Let the fire of rejection forge you into something harder, sharper, and more resilient. Your success will eventually speak so loudly that you won't even remember the silence of those who doubted you. Lesson 5. The strategic reset. Cut off contact. There is a quiet, devastating power in silence. In a world of constant noise and checking in, choosing to disappear is a radical act of self-preservation. This is the strategic reset. By maintaining total emotional and digital distance, you are reclaiming your territory. No contact is not a manipulation tactic. It is a boundary. It tells the world, and more importantly, it tells your own psyche, that your well-being is not a satellite orbiting someone else's ego. You are your own sun. This period of silence allows the dust of the rejection to settle, giving you the clarity to see if you even wanted that person's approval in the first place. Often, we find that in the silence, the person we were so desperate to impress was actually quite small. Lesson 6. The alchemy of prove them wrong. The Stoics knew that we cannot control what happens to us, only how we interpret it. When someone rejects you, they are essentially placing a bet against your potential. They are saying, "I don't think you're worth it." You have two choices. You can prove them right by giving up, or you can make their bet the biggest mistake of their lives. Transform that no into a private mission. You don't need to announce your progress. You don't need to post your wins on social media just to spite them. True mastery is silent. Work in the shadows. Hone your skills. Build your character. When you eventually reach the summit, you won't look back to see if they're watching. You'll be too busy enjoying the view. This is how you leverage rejection. You use it as the high-octane fuel for your personal evolution. Lesson 7. Joy as an act of defiance. Many people believe that after a rejection, they are supposed to be miserable. They hide away, listening to sad music, ruminating on their perceived flaws. But here at Stoicism in Practice, we believe in a different way. We believe that choosing joy in the face of rejection is the ultimate act of resilience. Go out, laugh with friends, pursue a hobby that makes you forget the time. When you actively seek out happiness despite being rejected, you break the spell that the rejecter has over you. You prove that your capacity for fulfillment is internal. Rejection is a closed door, but the world is full of open windows and vast horizons. Don't let one person's inability to see your value blind you to the beauty of the rest of the world. Lesson 8. Build your internal sovereignty. Stoicism teaches us that we should focus on social status only as it relates to our own virtue and excellence. In the wake of rejection, don't try to climb a fake social ladder to look important. Instead, build your actual value. Focus on your physical health, your financial literacy, and your community involvement. When you become a person of substance, someone who provides value to their neighbors, someone who is physically disciplined, someone who is mentally sharp, rejection stops feeling like a personal attack and starts feeling like a mismatch. You realize that you aren't being excluded from a group. You are simply operating on a different frequency. Build a life so rich and meaningful that you don't have time to worry about the opinions of those who aren't on the journey with you. Lesson 9. The Ghost Protocol. Act as if they don't exist. This is perhaps the most difficult yet most rewarding lesson. In the face of indifference, the most powerful response is a quiet, unwavering focus on the present. If you must interact with someone who rejected you, perhaps at work or in a social circle, be a professional, be civil, but do not invest one single drop of emotional energy into them. They are no longer a factor in your internal equation. When you stop performing for them, stop trying to look busy or happy when they are around, and simply exist for yourself, you reclaim your power. You aren't ignoring them out of anger. You are simply prioritizing the reality that matters, your own. Your energy is a limited resource. Spend it on those who reciprocate, not on those who have abdicated their place in your life. Lesson 10. The dignity of silence. There is an old Stoic proverb: we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This applies to rejection as well. When you are slighted, the urge to explain your side or demand justice is overwhelming. Resist it. Silence is the ultimate shield. It preserves your dignity and forces the other person to sit with their own decisions. While they might expect a reaction, your silence offers them nothing to grip onto. Use this time for deep introspection. Ask yourself, what part of my ego is hurting? Why did I give this person so much power over my feelings? Silence isn't a void, it's a classroom. Lesson 11. The end of begging. A king never begs for his crown. If you have to convince someone to see your value, they have already proven they are not the right person to see it. Begging for attention, for a second chance, or for an explanation is an act of self-betrayal. It tells your subconscious mind that you are less than. Stoicism teaches us to be anchored in our own self-worth. If someone walks away, let them walk. If someone chooses not to see your brilliance, that is a flaw in their vision, not a lack in your light. Redirect that desire for approval inward. Celebrate your own wins. Be your own biggest supporter. When you stop being a beggar, you start becoming a magnet for the right opportunities. Final call to action. We are nearing the most important lesson of all. If you have made it this far, you are among the few who truly seek mastery. Subscribe to Stoicism in practice and hit the bell icon. Never miss a lesson in resilience. Lesson 12. The sun metaphor. Kind but distant. You can be a person of high character without being a doormat. In the face of rejection, practice being like the sun. The sun shines on everyone, the good, the bad, the grateful, and the ungrateful. But the sun also remains 93 million miles away. Be kind, be polite, wish them well in your heart. But keep your distance. Emotional boundaries are not walls of hatred. They are fences of self-preservation. You can forgive someone for rejecting you while simultaneously deciding that they no longer have access to your inner circle. This is the Stoic balance, empathy for the human condition, but a ruthless commitment to your own mental health. Lesson 13, the hidden struggle, Premeditatio Malorum. The final and most profound lesson comes from Seneca. He practiced what is known as Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. He would start each day by imagining everything that could go wrong. He would imagine being rejected, being stranded, being betrayed. Why? Because a Stoic is never naive. We do not hope that everyone will like us. We know that rejection is a statistical certainty of a life lived boldly. By rehearsing rejection in your mind before it happens, you take away its power to surprise you. You become fitted for defeat or victory. When the rejection finally comes, you can say, I expected this. I have already survived this in my mind. You remain unagitated. You remain whole. You realize that nothing external can touch the core of who you are, unless you allow it. The triumph of the self. Rejection is the universe's way of pruning your life so that you can grow stronger like a master gardener. It cuts away the dead branches, the jobs that didn't fit, the people who didn't see you, the paths that led to nowhere, so that your true essence can bloom. The next time you feel the sting of a no, don't look down at your feet in shame. Look up at the horizon. You have been given a gift, the gift of clarity. You now know exactly where you are not supposed to be. Take that energy, that fire, that silence, and use it to build something magnificent. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, your mind is your only true kingdom. Rule it with wisdom. Rule it with strength. Stay resilient. Stay focused. Stay stoic.